Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to another episode of Clangin and Bangin with Mikey, episode 66. And today, man, we're gonna talk a little bit more about cerebral palsy, and we're gonna talk a little bit more about some other stuff too. As you guys know, it is a cerebral palsy awareness month, and cerebral palsy awareness day is actually this Friday, and it falls on Principal Hero Day too. So, yeah, there's that. So, but I was talking to a gym bro of mine last night, and I periodically call people just to check up on them, just to see how they doing, cause there's people going through shit that they don't want to talk about, or it was funny because like he's seen all my posts about my music and everything too, and he's like, you mind if I come through and just work on some music? I was like, yo, bro, you like be more than welcome to. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, it's like, cause he told me like, oh, he's like, I've always wanted to put something out there, just to put something out there, just to see what it was like, man. And I was like, yeah, it's like, and that's what you should do, man. And like, you should cultivate your passions and, and what you have to do. Cause at the end of the day, we all have a 9 to 5, cause we all have bills to pay. You know what I mean? Bills don't stop. You know what I mean? Life goes on. You know what I mean? So um, but I do think it's imperative to have something for yourself, whether it's the gym, whether it's reading, writing, whatever, whether you carve out that time daily and you make it your time. I think that's extremely important, man. Like, and you don't have to have a certain degree, or you don't have to have whatever it is that people tell you that you gotta have. It's like all you gotta have is the ability to not quit. You look at people who are successful at anything that they do or did. Perfect example was when Nipsey was talking about, like, yeah, I went through every single emotion when I was doing this, but the one thing about it, I didn't quit. Like you look at guys like, I'm talking about, I'm gonna talk about my passion. So you look at guys like Dr. Dre, Eminem, Snoop, Co Smooth, Coogee Rap, LL Cool J, Jadakiss, even the young kids coming up, like Little Dirk, um, a bunch of these cats, man. The baby, this and this and that. It's like all these cats got one thing in common: they did not quit. Like if this is what they wanted to do, this is what they did. They worked at it every day. Um, and that's what we got to do. We have to work at things every day. We have to make sure that what we're doing is getting us closer to one step closer to our goal. And at the end of the day, that's what it is, man. But another thing I want to hit on too is cerebral palsy. It's a very uh, I don't even want humbling disability. It's humbling because you gotta work harder than most people. It's like you gotta. For me, sometimes like I don't know if it's a disability or whatever it is, but like I can have something explained to me 4 or 5 times and still not get it. You know what I mean? So, or maybe that's just me not understanding, how it's being said or whatever it is. And so at the end of the day, man, it's like there are days I'll be at the job and I'm like, huh? I'm like, I don't get it. I just don't understand it. And it's not like I'm being nonchalant about it. I don't understand it. And the last thing I want to hit on, man, a really good friend of mine, everybody I know is going through some sort of change, or whether it's a breakup, a divorce, or moving, or whatever it is, they're going through some sort of change. And I for one, and plus, y'all know my situation. And so I think for me, man, and I'm gonna be transparent. I'm gonna keep it a buck. When people aren't listening to what you're saying, but they're hearing you, but they're not listening to what's being said, it's frustrating. My best friend, who I told you guys, who I fell in love with, and she's stuck on this like, oh well, like we can be friends, this and that, and I'm like, no, we can't. We can't be friends because like I'm always have feelings for you. You know what I mean? Like it, and I said, and I said point blankly, like, look at the patterns that we go through. It's like, but I had to stop talking about it because the more and more I talked about it, the more and more I got angry. And not angry at her. It's angry at the situation. You know what I mean? So I think it's best for me just to leave it where it's at. As bad as I want her in my life, in all capacity, I can't have her in the capacity that I want, which is an exclusive relationship. Um, yeah, and I think at the end of the day, I know what I want, man, and it's like I'm not gonna force somebody to give it to me who doesn't want to give it to me. Or I'm not gonna force conversations with somebody. I mean, not like these conversations are being forced. She's hitting me up. Um, I'm not gonna force conversations. I'm not gonna sit here and wait. Cause I'm too good of a dude. To wait around to be somebody's maybe. I'm too good of a dude to be doing all this shit, bro. It's like I'm too good of a dude to not really second guess myself, but it's like more along the lines. It's like, yo, it's like you realize you a lot to deal with, right? It's like a nigga was still here. I ain't never left. Even off after all the bullshit, all the arguments, and every little thing that we did, man. Every little thing that we went through, you know, because she even said it herself, and like, yo, like we're more than friends, but we're less than, but we're less than lovers, and that part always sticks to me. It's like, wouldn't that, in my mind, wouldn't that be the next logical step? Okay, like we're past the friendship, like more. Let's keep it moving towards, you know, higher altitudes, right? And at the end of the day, man, yeah, I think, no, well, not that I think, I know that she's always gonna be my girl no matter what, but I gotta leave it alone. I gotta leave it alone because it's not a conducive situation anymore, man. I gotta fall back and I gotta not forget about her, but I gotta kind of bury these feelings because at the end of the day, it's not just about what she wants; it's about what I want. And I spoke on her boyfriend too. I left her a couple voice, I left her a couple audio messages too, so I did that. And I pretty much basically said how I felt, about her boyfriend, uh, and everything else, the situation at hand. It's like, oh, and it's like, and like I said, as bad as I want her in my life, I love me more, man. Um, I'm always gonna love me more, and for her to expect a relationship after all the shit that we've been through, it's illogical. It's almost like she wants to make herself feel better, you know, because even though she knows she fucked up, like she carried this on, well not just her, me too. We both carried it on, and she fucked up, and now she's trying to fix the situation and be the same, be like saying like, oh well, like we can be friends. No, we can't. It's not gonna fucking happen. Because at the end of the day, man, I'm an emotional dude. And when I say that I'm an emotional dude, I wear my emotions on my sleeve. I'm gonna tell you exactly how I feel. My face doesn't hide shit. you know, um, you can tell when I'm fucking happy, when I'm sad, when I'm mad, when I got something heavy on my mental. Because at the end of the day, man, she taught me a lot of shit, bro. And the next person who gets, who gets all of this, it's like, you gonna be dealing with a dude who is not just gonna love you to the tune, but you're gonna be dealing with a dude who's gonna have your back no matter what. You're gonna be dealing with a dude who's gonna be your therapist, your cheerleader, your homie, your man's, whatever. It's like that's a nigga you're gonna be dealing with, man. Cause it's like I'm a, I'm gonna be your biggest supporter, but also the realest nigga in the room at the same time. And at the end of the day, man, I don't know what life holds for me, man. I don't know what I don't know what's gonna happen in the future, but I do know right now. I gotta go back and focus on myself. I have to focus on myself again because at the end of the day, I am the most important person in this. You know, it's not about her. It's not about just her. It's not about us, because it never was any us. It's about me, and it's about me recognizing what I'm willing to put up with, and what I'm willing not to put up with. And at the end of the day, like I said, as much as I love her, I gotta walk away. I gotta walk away from the situation because the longer I stay in it, the more that sadness is gonna turn to anger. And I don't like when that side of me comes out, man, because you know, I not that I do stuff, but I say stuff out of pocket. It's like I get out of character, and it's like for the most part, man, it's like she don't deserve that. She doesn't deserve that because she's always gonna have my heart. She's always gonna have you know she's always gonna have me. I mean, it's like um, there's a video of us the night after my show, and we just like we're just at a restaurant, and we're just chilling, and it's like we're laughing and joking, and like we're flirting back and forth, and it's like that's how I choose to remember us, man. I don't choose to remember the bad times or the rough times or whatever. It's like if I had to choose a memory, that would be that. You know, because like I said, man, I love this girl. But I can't fill a void for somebody who wants to treat me as a maybe or as a second option. Because at the end of the day, if she really wanted to make this work, if she really wanted me, shit, it would have been easy. But I'm not religious by any